What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Austin Show. Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman and the Curse of the White Knight 2-pack of Batman and Azrael, or Azrael in the Batman armor. So we have another cool 2-pack here with figures we've pretty much had before. We've already had the White Knight version of Batman. I believe this Azrael has already been out. I don't believe I did a video on it, but I can't remember. But I think it's new for me, but still a figure they've already had. So they put them together. Of course, changed like the White Knight up a little bit, threw in some additional accessory pieces, has a nice base display, and come with some like fire effects and everything you can see back in there. So both of these figures look really cool. If we twist around to the back there, you can see more of the sort of card they'll have, so you can see some of the display there and both of the figures. So that looks pretty cool. So I'm excited to check this pack out, mostly just to see the other accessories they come with, since the figures are just the same as always. But I'm excited to check that out. So let me go ahead and get them out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. So let's start off with the White Knight Batman. So again, a Batman we've had multiple times before, just this one doesn't have the cape. He instead has like the shoulder holsters that will go into sheath things that are accessory that we'll have. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of difference with the Batman. You know, everything else looks pretty much the same, like I said, just missing that cape. So we've already been through all of this once before. But for movements, we'll do the head can twist all the way around. You can look down that far and up that far. So just a little bit of movements there. The shoulders can come up 90 degrees there. Of course, have that butterfly style joint there and rotate all the way around. We get a bicep twist, a single elbow joint that bends under 90 degrees there. The wrist can twist around and flex up and down on that ball joint. We get an ab crunch right under the chest there, so you can crunch forward, crunch back, so very little crunching, but can twist side to side. And then we have a little bit more crunching down at the waist, so just rocks a little bit more back and forth there. The hips can come up under 90 degrees because of like the underwear piece, and out to the side, you know, close to doing the splits. A little bit of a thigh twist up in there, but then we get the double knee joint that can bend up that far to the back. Then the foot on the ball joint can rock back and forth, twist a little side to side, and has the toe joint on the end. Now for this man, I do have issues standing him, so we do have to put him on the base. But for accessories, as I sort of mentioned, we do get these sheath things for the sword. So we have the sheath design, which has this cool like bat design there that's supposed to be, you know, what the straps are going into the back to. And then we get these two swords as well. So we just have these two swords that we can put into his hand. But let's go and pop this on his back. So that fits right on there to the back, so you can see the straps like going into it and stuff. So that's what that is for. So that's cool. There are the two swords in his hand. So like he pulled them out of the sheath there. So that's awesome. And then also throwing in, we do get part of like his batarang here, so the batarang with the rope on it and stuff, so that's pretty cool. We'll just stick this on his belt, and there we've got Batman all kitted out ready to fight against Azrael. And just so you see the difference, here is the older version of the White Knight Batman, so you can see he just does have that cape on there instead this time, but that's the only difference between the two. So overall, this Batman's cool. I like the whole sword and back sheath sort of thing. I think that's cool, but overall this one is just having a lot of issues. Like even on the base, he keeps like falling forward, so that's not going to be good, especially when we try to put him on the special base that this thing came with, as I had issues with the Green Lantern one before, so that's gonna stink. But overall, I think this Batman looks cool, and I really like the swords. And we get the card included, so there's a picture of him there from Curse of the White Knight, and on the back, of course, real name Bruce Wayne, and it says as Batman's, weird that it has a Z there, but it says as Batman's, Bruce Wayne has long been Gotham City's protector, utilizing high-tech weapons, gadgets, and vehicles to assist him in his relentless pursuit of justice. But when the Joker recruits Azrael to help expose a shocking secret from the Wayne family's legacy, it's up to Batman to stop supervillains and save the day before a secret is revealed, one that could shake the city to its core. And I believe what its references there is that Azrael's the true like heir to the Wayne, and that Batman and like his parents weren't actually Waynes and actually killed somebody and stole their identity and took over that. So I think that's the whole secret that's going to be revealed. But pretty cool for the Batman. Like I said, I just wish he stood up a lot easier. And then we got Azrael in the bat armor, which looks pretty cool. I like it in the all black and gold armor. I think he looks really cool. And this is a figure that has been released, but we didn't do a video on it. We've seen the story as the similar backstory of John Paul Valley being a military veteran that's working as a church janitor, but he is manipulated by the Joker into seeing himself as a messiah-like vigilante destined to usurp Batman and rule over Gotham City. So he gets the whole Batman suit armor and everything here, and looks pretty cool. And again, this is another figure I'm having a lot of issues getting him to stand up. His ankles just seem to be so weak that he just keeps falling back and forth. So again, even on the base, it's hard. Overall, looks pretty cool. You know, looks very Batmanish and stuff, but has the thick armor stuff and the claws, very similar to other Azraels. Just looks really cool. Big shoulder armor there with the spikes, nice spikes there on the back of his head that look really cool. Nice black cape hanging down there. So just overall looks pretty awesome, and I like the black and the gold, fits really well together. So for movements, his head there can twist a little side to side. It's hard with like the armor stuff on the side. So twist a little side to side, look down a little bit, look up a little bit. So very little movements there. The shoulders can come up about 90 degrees there. Of course, the shoulder armor gets out of the way there for you. Can come about 90 degrees, have the butterfly joint, and rotate around from there. We get a bicep twist, the single elbow joint. That's really stiff, but it can come about 90 degrees there. And the wrist can twist around and flex on the ball joint. We get the ab crunch in there, so crunch forward, crunch back, mostly back on this one, so a little bit there, but twist side to side. And again, a little bit more crunching at the waist. Hips can come up 90 degrees out to the side that far. Thigh twist in there, a double knee joint that's pretty stiff, but bends up that far to the back. Then we have the foot ankle that rocks back and forth, twists a little side to side, and has the toe joint on the end. And again, I have to keep him on the base or he'll fall over all the time. And for accessories, he comes with the sword. So one of his swords that he comes with, so it looks very cool, has the Jesus there on it. So that's cool that they included that since he's, very religious based and everything. So that's awesome. So let's stick the sword in his hand. So with the stiffness of the hand, the sword is a little bit hard to get in there. And just so you can see here is that older version of Azrael Batman. So again, they've already made it and stuff and we have it. But I think one of our fingers broke off on this one and we had to glue it back on. So probably trying to put the sword in his hand, broke a finger off. So now we have one without a broken finger. And we have his card here. So there's again a picture of the figure. So it's Azrael Batman armor from Curse of the White Knight. Real name Jean-Paul Valley. It says war veteran, Knight of the Order of St. Dumas, and now the Joker's key recruit in his crusade against Batman. Azrael is the Dark Knight's most powerful new threat and the one living link to a devastating secret about the Wayne family's legacy in Gotham City. In an effort to overthrow Batman, Azrael dons an armored batsuit of his own and threatens to take control of the city. So pretty much what I already said there. But overall, I think it looks cool. I just wish, the whole issues with McFarlane of joints not being good and weakness in the ankles, so he keeps falling over, so we have to keep him on a base and everything. But overall, I do think it looks really cool. Now with this 2-pack, we also get this cool fire base that we can put him on. Hopefully it'll work. Like I said, I don't have good feelings about it because it didn't work very well for the Green Lantern pack that we did before because I couldn't get him to stay on that very well. But hopefully I can get him placed on this. And kind of by seeing the feet holes from the pictures and stuff, hopefully I can get him on here. So let me try and put him on. So there I was able to get them both on the base, and they're actually standing pretty well. I feel Azrael's a little bit too awkward there, but there we've got Batman and Azrael fighting off together with all the flames and everything, so I think that right there looks pretty cool with the flames adding effects and everything. So very cool 2-pack I like with the flame effect and then getting that different look for the Batman White Knight. Obviously the Azrael, as I've shown, is the same, but both are pretty cool, and getting that base does add to the effect. So very cool 2-pack in my opinion. But let me know what you thought of these figures down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.